Millions of players have played Fortnite competitively in 2020, and I bet you've been wondering, like, which ones are the best. Don't worry, my friends, because after watching this video, you're gonna know the top 10 best Fortnite players this year. Who's ready for this? Come on now. Bunch of crunch on me. Where you at? Your motivation guy is back. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to encourage you guys to be great. You know, 2020 has been a crazy year, and along with it has been a huge year for many new players as well. Since there was really no World Cup this year, I know. Kind of tough. You know, many different small tournaments were announced, and a lot of underrated players proved that they could compete with the best. So today, bunch of crunch time, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best Fortnite pro players of 2020. I'm so stoked to share this with you. Speaking of which, all right, our question of the day. Who do you think is the best Fortnite player in your region, like right now? Let me know in the comments. You know the drill. All right, guys, let's get this started. All right, guys, so first up, in our number 10 spot for the best player of 2020 is 100 Thieves Arkham. Okay, so Arkham is like one of the best NA West players to compete in Fortnite and finished second this year in NAW Power Rankings with his teammate Epic Well in first. So Arkham is known to be like one of the smartest and best solo players in the world, and he really proved it in many different tournaments. Arkham is truly one of the most underrated players in the world, especially because of the region he competes in. But regardless of that, Arkham wins like almost every tournament he plays in, including Trio, FNCS, DreamHack, Solos, FNCS, Invitational, and the Aqua and Nyrox Cup. Just by looking at this guy's power rankings and placements, you could already tell how hard he dominates. Now, right before we get into this, man, make sure, guys, to check out Clix's new master course right now on ProGuides.com. We have pro coaches tailored to help you guys improve quickly, so you guys got to click the link below or top right to get started today. Here we go. All right, next up in our 9th spot is another 100 Thieves member, Mr. 200 IQ himself. Yeah, you already know, Mr. Savage. So Mr. Savage has pushed through all the haters and naysayers and ended 2020 with a bang. Mr. Savage had an amazing start to the year as well, and he ended up winning 4 solo cash cups and placing top 5 in almost every other event. He finished this year in the top 5 of EU Power Rankings, which is, that's a great achievement. The biggest event in the early half of 2020 was DreamHack, Anaheim, a LAN event in which hundreds of pros flew to compete, all in the same building. Even though he was halfway across the world, Savage managed to win the event, and he secured him an amazing $30,000. Savage then finished top 8 in Trio FNCS, and he ended the year off in a really dope way. All right, next up in our 8th spot, here we go, guys. It's one of the highest earned players in the world, and arguably the best NA West player, NRG Epic Well. Epic is the most consistent player in his region, and he definitely is like the definition of dominance, along with Arkham. Epic Well wins almost every single tournament he plays in, including many solo and trio cash cups, dual FNCS, trio FNCS, and DreamHack duos. Without a doubt, Epic Well deserves to be top 8 on our list, and he's definitely like one of the smartest and most efficient players to really play Fortnite. Epic finished this year with an absolutely insane performance, placing him first in NA West Power Rankings. Along with Epic Well, a World Cup legend is XL Woofies. So one of the best controller players in the world, and really the only controller player on our list. Not only is he like the highest earning controller player in the world, Woofies was the best performing controller player and outperformed almost every other keyboard and mouse pro. Woofies was the 3rd highest earning player of 2020. Woofies was the Cash Cup king of the EU region and managed to win and place in the top 5 very consistently. His performance in tournaments was unmatched and is the reason he is our 7th spot. All right, guys, so next up in our 6th spot is the NA East legend, Bugha's duo, well, not anymore, Liquid Stretch. Stretch is known to be the most up-and-coming pro player and grinded in silence to get where he is. Stretch consistently qualified for every event and is known to be one of the best solo players in NAE. Stretch finished this year off in 6th in NAE and performed like an absolute beast. Stretch placed 5th in Duos FNCS, 4th in Trios FNCS, won many cups such as like DreamHack, Solos, and Lachlan Cup, and he won many cash cups along with it. Without a doubt, Stretch deserves the 6th spot on this list. All right, guys, next up, bunch of crunch on me. Hope you guys still here, man. This is exciting. Come on. Our 5th best player of 2020 is FaZe Mongrel. Come on. everybody knows like he's one of the best players to ever do it and deserves to be on this list for sure. You know, from winning a Cash Cup and placing top 10 in almost every event, Mongrel proved himself by winning the EU Trio FNCS Grand Finals. Many of you might be a little confused why he's 5th in the spot, but it's simply because of his overall consistency and dedication in playing Fortnite. Even though this year was a little worse than his previous, he still deserves to be top 5 on our list due to his amazing performance regardless. Alright guys, all the way down in France, MCES Andylex easily gets our 4th spot. Alright, so Andylex was the most consistent player in the EU of 2020, which means he was the most consistent player in the world when you really think about it. So Andylex started the year off strong by placing 6th in DreamHack Anaheim and doing very good in solo and duo Cash Cups. But Andylex's biggest achievement was winning duos FNCS and making a huge $35,000 alongside his teammate Nate. Andylex continued to play very consistently, and he placed 2nd in Trio FNCS, which was a very close battle between him and Mongrel. He even ended up winning a day of Frosty Frenzy just to end the year with a bang, and really helped him get 1st over Tayson by a very close margin in EU Power Rankings. Alright guys, coming back to the best NAE players is Kanata. So Kanata was by far one of the best NAE's players this year and awed everybody when watching him play. So the way Kanata fights in game and his efficiency while doing so, it's unmatched. And it's definitely the reason why he gets the 3rd spot. Kanata placed 2nd this year in power rankings and was truly shocking how good he was this year. Kanata played with non-professional players and he still managed to perform tremendously well. Kanata played with one of his old friends and still managed to qualify for dual FNCS Grand Finals. He kept winning Cash Cups over and over, and he shocked so many players with his consistent play in each tournament. He won 2 Cash Cups in a row, guys, and even went on to win the 1% Cup right after. Even though his FNCS performance wasn't the best compared to others, he still came back and he made up for it in a way that no other player could. Alright guys, so choosing between Benji Fishy and our 1st place player was extremely tough, but Benji had to be in our 2nd spot. Benji Fishy is by far the most skilled fighter in all of Fortnite. Come on man, there's no argument there. And he made a name for himself because of it. A high sensitivity legend, he still manages to have perfect mechanics and aiming skills in game. How does he do it? Benji seems like a perfectionist by judging the way he plays and how synergetic each move he makes is. Because of this, Benji ended 3rd in EU Power Rankings and absolutely dominated Fortnite. He consistently placed top 5 in every Cash Cup on EU and even placed on NAE's Cash Cups on a high ping. Benji qualified for almost every event except dual FNCS, in which he got extremely unlucky. Just because of how consistent Benji played, he deserves to be 2nd on our list. Benji will forever remain one of the best players to play Fortnite, but our 1st place pick definitely deserves it. I know you guys been waiting for this one. Here we go. You're gonna see why right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Bunch of Crunch Army, number 1 on our spot today is definitely Tayson. He has definitely been the best and most consistent player of the year, and it is why he is number 1 on our list. If you don't know him, you obviously don't keep up with Fortnite competitively, or simply you live under a rock. Tayson started 2020 with under 16,000 earnings and was a small speck of the Fortnite community. He quickly rose to the top after proving himself in many different Cash Cups and performing well in duo FNCS with his partner Janice Z. But his best performance, without a doubt, was winning the FNCS Solo Grand Finals. After winning, he changed everyone's perspective on the EU competitive scene and proved that there was still a huge skill gap and area to improve. After making a quick 80,000, like nothing, he continued to place very consistently in every event, and he joined the legendary duo of Mitro and Mongrel for Trio FNCS. They qualified for the Grand Finals with ease, guys, and they ended up winning the whole thing. Tayson ended up being the only EU player to win 2 FNCS Grand Finals after winning, and he's definitely the reason he was the best player of 2020. Alright guys, there you got it. Those are our picks for the top 10 best Fortnite players of 2020. The competition is absolutely insane, and these players dominate their regions, even though there's so many players striving to be the best. So we know this list may not, be some of yours, I get it, but the power rankings, the fighting skill, overall consistency doesn't lie. So let us know what players you guys think should be on this list and, who the top players are in your perspective. Just remember, my friends, everybody starts from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. But you know what? It takes work to get where you want to be. So I just want to encourage you guys, man, be inspired by this list because next year, 2021, we could be talking about you. Also, man, you should definitely check out the rest of our channel for more tips and tricks. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, man. Sub to the channel because once we hit 1 million subscribers, we're going to release a story of your motivation guy. That's right, that's me, Keith Allen, man, on how I made it to where I'm at today. And I hope it inspires you to go after your dreams. I really do. Until the next time, my friends, connect with me on my Insta, and I'll see you soon. Peace.